So check it out. Today, I know I'm always talking about my 4 main characteristics to start a successful business in 2020 and beyond. But today I want to take the time to break down each characteristic for you guys and explain to you guys how I came up with these characteristics and why I have been talking about these characteristics for a long time. And I believe now more than ever, these 4 main characteristics are very, very important. Every day I'm hearing different articles come out on the news. One industry I thought you would be finding in is the healthcare industry, but now they're talking about laying off doctors and nurses. So the only way I believe that you can be secure, financially secure in 2020 and beyond is to become a business owner, is to make money on your own. You have to be able to make money on your own. And I know you guys might say, well, a lot of businesses are failing. But those businesses don't have my 4 main characteristics. So like I said, today more than ever, these are important. Or if you're out there and you still have your job, I'm glad for you. But I would suggest starting a business with these 4 main characteristics. Because the reason why, the way I feel about jobs anyway, like when I was working a job, I worked so many jobs. I worked in hospitals as a tech, as a CNA basically. And I always had different ideas to help improve the job. But, as an employee, they're not going to listen to you, especially as a CNA, you know how it go. They're not listening to you. But I bet some of those things that I suggested could really help out in hospitals right now. But I'm glad no job ever took me seriously, because that forced me to basically level up and start my own business, and life's been better than ever before. So I'll promote to you guys to go out there and start your business too. Don't waste any time. You never know what's going to happen. It can be a life changer, and now more than ever, I believe these 4 main characteristics are important just to the basic survival of most families, especially here in the United States right now. So I'm going to get right on into it. So number 1, low startup costs. Since getting into business, when I started my freight dispatch business, I realized that it doesn't take a lot of startup capital to start a business. I think people are conditioned to take on debt. Just like right now, they're giving out small business loans. Mostly every small business owner, what are they talking about? They're talking about that small business loan. They want that small business loan. But I look at it like, that's just another way to keep people in the system. That's just another way to keep you in debt. I don't care what the interest rate is. That's another way to keep you in debt. Unless you take that loan and you use it to make you more money. But most people say that's what they're going to do. And a lot of people don't end up doing that. They end up just blowing that money and just continuing the cycle of debt. So I'm trying to suggest businesses where you don't even have to get in debt from the beginning. So in so many businesses these days, especially this year in 2020 with the whole social distancing, it's a lot of businesses that have a low startup cost. So you don't have to go out and take a loan to get into business. It doesn't take that much money to start a lot of these businesses that I'm going to be talking to you guys about, like freight dispatching, freight brokering, and other businesses, not only in the transportation industry, but in many different industries. But as you can see, it's still people that want to go out and take that loan. The thing is, people don't realize we're in 2020. This is a different era. This is it's a different day and age. Even right now, there's people out there that went to school and made good grades, got a good paying job. They might have made, 2 weeks ago, they might have been making $150,000 or $200,000 a year, but they're laid off too. They're laid off just like somebody working at a restaurant. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what industry you're in. A lot of people are laid off right now. So that's why I tell you guys, you got to go out and start your own business, because you can't really depend on that job. I believe if you invest into yourself and really, and really work hard to build your business, I think you'll always come out on top. I mean, I did, you're looking at an example. So it is possible. So low startup costs. Don't go out there taking a loan. Don't go out there spending a lot of money to start a business. Get a business with a low startup cost. And I mean very low startup cost, like $200-$300 low. So next, low monthly overhead. Overhead is what's killing businesses. Businesses have too much overhead. As you can see, Most businesses that's failing right now, they have a lot of overhead, a ton of overhead. Look at the airlines, restaurants. I know a lot of people might think, or Disney World, it doesn't matter. A lot of people might look at somewhere like Disney World or airline company and talk about how much money they bring in. You know, why can't they, afford to stay in business, or why can't they afford to not go bankrupt? I'm gonna tell you guys one thing about businesses, especially with businesses that don't have a low overhead, a low monthly overhead. They depend on cash flow. They need that cash flow. They can't go days, weeks, and months without bringing in money. So it doesn't matter if it's an airline or a Disney World. They have bills to pay, and the coronavirus has stopped their income. Like Disney World, it's totally closed. So honestly, I don't even know how Disney World is going to survive this. But they have a lot of overhead, or even small businesses have a lot of overhead. They have brick and mortar stores. They have inventory, things like that. And that's why I'm glad I got into freight dispatching, because I don't have a brick and mortar store. I work from home. I don't have inventory, things like that. I don't have stock. So get a business with low monthly overhead. 3, the ability to work from anywhere. So you want to be able to work from anywhere, like I told you guys before the coronavirus, but especially now with the coronavirus going on. You want to be able to work from anywhere. With me, with my freight dispatching business, I can just pick up my cell phone, my laptop, anywhere I go. As long as I really have my cell phone, I can work. So that's how you want to be able to work. You don't want to have to be in a specific location when you get ready to work. So now that I can work from anywhere, I can dispatch the trucks I'm dispatching. I can supervise my team of dispatchers that I have, and they also work from home. And that saves me back to the low monthly overhead. Since all my dispatchers work from home, I don't have to go out and rent an office space. So that ties back into low monthly overhead. So I can go out, I can do whatever I need to do and still run my dispatch business. And then that gives me the opportunity to invest and to, educate myself about more businesses, or just to get out and network while I'm running my freight dispatch business. And then 4, the ability to scale. So basically, scale means build your company up. So if that means adding employees, adding dispatchers to work for you, to be able to bring in more and more trucks to your dispatching service, which in turn is going to bring in more revenue. So that's one way to scale. And another way to scale is, like I've been talking about, is adding those additional services to your business. So no matter if it's a freight dispatch business or whatever industry you're in, especially now, you should be able to just realize opportunities. See problems out there in the world, because there's a lot of problems out there. And like I've told you guys, to make money these days, the only thing you have to do is go out there and solve a problem. Solving problems, that's low startup cost, that's low overhead, ability to work from anywhere, and this ability to scale. So you guys just got to get out there and solve problems. The trucking industry, they're needing dispatchers, especially as America comes back online, the economy gets back to moving. If you're in the logistics industry, there's going to be a lot of money out there for you. So there are opportunities in this time of crisis, you know what I'm saying? And you just got to look for opportunities, you know what I'm saying? Because if you don't do that, what are you going to gain from it? So you got to learn something from it. So guys, those are my 4 main characteristics that I believe everyone needs to know in 2020 and going forward. So what I want you guys to do is share this video to anybody that you think needs to hear, anybody out there that's looking to make extra money to build their business, people out there that's laid off. I had several people join my training programs that they've been laid off from the airlines and from the restaurant industry, and they're building their business. They're taking this time right now to build their business. I have people out there that's working from home and they're building their business, their freight dispatching business. So you just got to go out and take the opportunity you can from it. But if you guys need anything, just go to my website, high-speedlogistics.com. Thank you for watching this video.